and mind what you say. Brethren, build your journey and go on your own way. This is a chill place, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry, no, no, no. This is your own base, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to scurry, oh. We say, hey, hey. We are gonna make this crew unite tonight. We say, yo, yo. Inside will get your head on right. For me in a bad mind. Me not have no space or time to fight, yo. Me just act up. No one alright, Joe. No one alright, Joe. Come on, come on. Oh, come together. We need some peace. Oh, just to enter. No time to waste. Right to center. Be positive. Oh, you know it's better. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox. Oh, yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox. Oh, leave all the problem then and mind what you say. Brethren, build your journey and go on your own way. Hey, hey. Take time and modify your fight tonight, yo, yo. You have to learn to change your fire to light, yo, hey. We don't have no space or time to fight, alright, yo, yo. We just have love, no wrong, alright, yo, no wrong, alright, yo. Hey, hey. Take time and modify your vibe tonight, yo, yo. You have to learn to change your fire to light, yo, hey. We don't have no space or time to fight, alright, yo, yo. We just have love, no wrong, alright, yo, no wrong, alright, yo. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox, oh. Yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox, oh. Leave all the problem then and mind what you say. Brethren, build your journey and go on your own way. This is a chill place, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry, no, no, no. This is your own base, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to scurry, oh. We say, hey, hey. We are gonna make this crew unite tonight. We say, yo, yo. Inside will get your head on right. For me in a bad mind. Me not have no space or time to fight, yo. Me just act up. No wrong, alright, yo. No wrong, alright, yo. Come on, come on. Oh, come together. We need some peace. Oh, just to enter. No time to waste. Right to center. Be positive. Oh, you know it's better. Yes, we can come together in the sandbox. Oh, yes, we can make new friends in the sandbox.
Are we ready to VoxEdit? Woo! Are we? Are we now? Are we ready to VoxEdit, everyone? Hello, welcome to VoxEdit Monday with me, your amazing host, Panda Pops. And I see Kaiton was the first one to say hello today, followed closely by Jazz Wolf. Very closely, there's a few seconds between your messages. And then Sir Alakin, great to see you here, JKing, and for any of our amazing, and J-Dog, and also for any of our amazing lurkers. Now, I'm going to get this started nice and early. We're going to get that giveaway form out. Yeah, that's right. I'm putting the giveaway form out right now. It is going to be dropped for you guys. And this is going to close after half an hour. So for those that are here for the first half an hour, this is for you. Okay, but how was everybody's weekend? I hope you had a really good weekend. And for somebody who loves being on their computer all the time and playing games and doing loads of fun stuff on the computer, I spent the whole weekend not on my computer, not at all. On Saturday or Sunday did my computer get turned on, and it was a very good weekend. Hey, Pickaxe Master, how are you doing? I saw you in the Discord chat, so I hope whatever the issue is that you're experiencing, I hope that gets sorted for you. But it's great to have you here. But yeah, we're going to be doing some VoxEdit. Hope your guys' weekends was good. Mine was really good. Sometimes I think it's really important to maybe like fully unplug, not just like unplug from work, but like make sure you fully just be like, you know what? No computers. And that's quite hard for me to do. To be like no computers at the weekend, not even for like a sneaky half an hour, is different. Oh gosh, Pickaxe Master, really? Oh, like, as in, okay. Good to know. Good to know. And I'm just gonna state, like, one, Pickaxe Master, I saw, obviously, Scott was there, responding to you and stuff. We have amazing community managers here at the Sandbox, and although you may not hear directly from the devs and stuff, and although sometimes you may not even see like the community managers directly interacting with you, please be assured that the community managers at the Sandbox see everything. We see everything. Like, there are times that I'm there just looking at chat and noting down, like, oh, this seems like an issue, and then I go and we communicate to one another, and then there's communications between us and the other teams. So rest assured, like, that is being picked up and it is not being ignored. But yeah, that's good. That's yeah, let's not do any of that. Good advice, Pickaxe Master. But honestly, I hope everybody had a good weekend. If you want to tell me how your weekend was, let me know. And let's dive in to some Sandbox. No, it's not Sandbox, we're doing VoxEdit. Let's dive into some VoxEdit on our VoxEdit Monday. Also, if anybody is watching over on X, give us a shout out so I can go drop that giveaway form. Oh, wait, and before we actually dive into creating anything, I do want to go over, obviously, some of our news, and our full news of the week stuff will be coming back this week. So on Alex's stream, we will have the usual news of the week. But, VoxEdit contest. You have until the 9th, post-apocalyptic future with Terminator. Now, although this mentions numerous times to not create any copyright or break intellectual property laws here, as well as lower in our general guidelines that we have, as well as the Sandbox's terms of use mentions copyright as well. I have had some people be like, does this mean I can't make da-da-da character? And it's like, if it breaks copyright laws, that means that you cannot do that, okay? So please, like, if you're taking part in these contests, you most likely have the internet, because you have to submit via Google form, which requires some form of internet connection. So I assume that you have the internet, so I am assuming many of you guys maybe know a little bit more about Terminator than I do, so you could name a character and I may not know who it is. I know a lot of the characters, I don't know all of them. But yeah, just don't break any copyright laws for this contest. But otherwise, post-apocalyptic futures, you know, there can be robots. They don't need to be Terminator robots. Rusted cars, damaged buildings, like resourceful robots, makeshift shelters, toxic barrels. basically something that you think would fit in the Terminator Dark Fate world without breaking copyright laws. As per almost all of our contests, unless an IP has specifically stated, hey, you can use this logo, hey, you can use this element that is ours, and this is usually explicitly stated that you are allowed to. Otherwise, all of our contest copyright laws are in there. A rusty spoon, definitely some rusty spoons. Prizes. Now, I did have somebody state about why is the prize pool lower than usual. So this is only slightly less, but we have added a 11th to 15th place. We don't usually have that, and as a normal VoxEdit contest as well for an IP, this has participation prize, and we don't usually have that. So our 1st to 10th place prizes have been adjusted to be still fair prizes, while also allocating an amount that would be given to an 11th to 15th, and also participation prize. Can I use Game Maker version 0.11 updated to the last version for the New York Game Jam, like for Blondish? So Alekin, are you asking which Game Maker version you can use for the New York Game Jam? So the New York Game Jam is different to the Blondish Game Jam, and that's actually a really good question. I believe for the city jams, because there's no submission, I'm gonna ask. No, I'm not gonna say I believe. I'm gonna ask. I won't have an answer for you today, but I will have an answer for you tomorrow. Keep an eye on Discord. I'll probably just put it in the Game Jam announcement, but I will ask. Because of how city jams are, I kind of feel like it should be okay, but I cannot confirm fully. So yeah. So for this Voxel, let me link this so you guys have enough time. Oh, a bat just flew past. Creepy. Cool. I love bats. Either that or a bird. It's probably a bird. It's still light out. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a bird. I know there's bats around here. Right, so important dates. Submissions open February 19th. The deadline is March 9th. 11:59 p.m. UTC. Please keep an eye on that, because our submission forms are manually closed. I am not always awake at 11:59 p.m. Actually, I am usually awake. I'm not usually at my computer at 11:59 p.m. to turn the form off to close submissions. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But they are always time-stamped. So I know when those submissions come in, and if you are past the deadline, then you won't be counted. Results are announced on March 22nd. Oh, did we have a redeem? We did, Betsy! Oh, and I didn't even see 5 days ago as well, Romero Raven. So Betsy and Romero, if you are here, and if not, I am sure I'll grab your wallet some other way. Fill out the giveaway form. Just make sure that giveaway form is filled out. I feel like some of these the redeems need alerts, I think. There's a submission form here for you to finalize your submission. You can optionally tweet, and if you do, include VoxEdit and Sandbox and VoxEdit contests. So we can like, retweet, and love and comment on all your stuff. Important entry guidelines. Read that. Okay? Read those. There are also more guidelines if you click VoxEdit contest guidelines. Judging criteria. This is what you are judged on. As much as we enjoy seeing your lovely scenes, please remember these contests are usually to encourage you to create something usable within Sandbox, so keep in mind when creating. And then some important links that could help you. And why should you participate in the VoxEdit contest? And it tells you why you should. You can also find this over on the Sandbox events section as well. So you can go to the events section and you'll see it's right here, post-apocalyptic future VoxEdit contest. You can click the creators section and it will show you all 3 of the current available now ones. You can see these. Although it doesn't include the City Jam. Why doesn't it include the City Jam? Well, it should include the City Jam. For quarterly NFT, is it end of calendar quarters, i.e. March, end of June? So it should be the end of March. So it should be for, and that's if it's like the Sandbox NFTs. Mine and Alex's are done separately. But there is a chance that it will be done half yearly. Okay, guys? And I know that'll be really annoying, but please forgive me. Where are all our viewers today? Come on, people, get on in here. We have a giveaway. We have all sorts happening. Right, for today's creating NUS. Okay, oh, there's other events. Go check out the other events. I don't know what we're creating, so I want you guys to give me suggestions. The only thing I know I'm doing is I have a thing that I'm doing for my game, and I actually need a bigger slime, and I want my slime to be orange. Also want to trim this. Boom, there we go. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, call this monster orange. Actually, why do I have 2? Oh, okay, never mind. And I'm gonna double it. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to adjust all of this. We're just gonna move it down. And we're just gonna adjust these bits. There we go. Lovely. Then we're going to move that to the main monster. Now, do we think that's too big? Probably not. No. And then for this, we're going to do the same. We're going to double it. But I do need the same color as this. Oh, whoops. So we're going to grab this. We're going to copy. Beer barrels, Garnicard. Beer barrels again. I feel like we always just, like, say beer barrels and I never do it. Like, no beer barrels. Okay, and then we're gonna paste that in there. And we're gonna move this to these bits. Well, that doesn't look right. How did you look before? Did I already double your size? Oh, that's why. Ah, because I already doubled their size. Also, they're darker than that color. Are you that one? Yeah, the 2.9. That one. Oh, it's a totally different color. Okay, that's fine. Right, so in which case we need this, and we do need these here. However, we need to reduce them and make it just slightly darker. I'm going to move them to the top of the head. There we go. Great, so now they kind of look the same, but different. And then we need the eyes. I'm going to do the same again here. Eye 2. Eye is going to be doubled. Now pop our eyes on here. I'm just going to move them out. Ah, little eyes. They need moving up. I actually might give them a little bit more character. These can have No, I don't like that, actually. What about if we rotate? Oh, I like the rotated eye. Let's have the rotated eye. What do we think? Bare carpet for the floor. Garnicum, we did that. We all laughed about it. We said it was game dizzy. I did a bare carpet for the floor. We've done that. Mahjong table. I've already made a mahjong table. Honestly, let me find it. Where are you? Assets. Come on. Has anybody else found that parts of the website are a bit slower? Here's my mahjong table. So here's the table. Here is it with one game. Here's it just idle, and here is it at the start. It's not for sale. Mint, please. I might have to change it to not being epic. This was made when I was in the Creator Fund. This was a Creator Fund asset that I created. A book with pictures of all those things? How big is this book gonna be? I will mint this. I will mint this. Just for you, Sir Alekin. I will mint the mahjong table. But anyway, we've just made our slime. I'm pretty happy with my slime. What do we think about my slime? How do we feel? How do we feel about the slime? And all I did was I created my first slime, which hopefully it's fine. I've just realized I created it on the same one and I didn't make a new one. But it's absolutely fine. And we're gonna upload. We're gonna click create new asset. I'm gonna put that it's a prop because I don't really feel like it's a character. Slime monster orange. Bigger than the baby slimes. I'm gonna put that it's common. See my question? Oh wait, Betsy, have you not got that yet? Okay, Betsy, that should have already been sent. I will double check. Please make sure you filled out the giveaway form. Jazzwolf, if you're still there, please link that giveaway form. I don't know why that hasn't been sent to you. No, I didn't. Oh, wait, yes, I did want it sent to this wallet. Okay, good. I was worried that I was uploading it to the wrong workspace, but I actually do need it uploaded to this one. Okay, I will make sure that you will get that as soon as possible, okay? This week. Anybody who is missing panda ducks, they should be sent this week, okay? I will send them this week. Because, yeah, Bertsy, I'm sorry, I thought I was caught up with the panda ducks. I thought the only ones I wasn't caught up with were, like, for the ones for the last, since, like, mid-January. But here we go, so we got our orange slime monster. Now, what I want to do, yeah, I'm gonna save it, is I've got this slime collect right here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna duplicate this node and call it control node 2. And then this way, just gonna go, oh, we don't want to go in with the same one. We're gonna duplicate monster 2, B, monster 2, C. There we go. Cool, so this one also is gonna be double the size. And once again, I'm just gonna paste in, because I've already copied the hex codes. I'm just gonna move these where they need to be. This one will need resize. Oh, it also needs to be made bigger because we didn't make this one bigger. There we go. So that's a big one to collect. How tall? Yeah, that's still. I don't want the slimes to be too big. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to unlink from here because now if I for whatever reason if I need to get back to this one, I've got it right there. Oh, there's an ad in 15 seconds, guys. So we'll pause for the ad. And then we'll get back into it. Just ask all your questions away in chat and I'll answer any and all of your questions. Oh, and I see somebody over on X. Sorry, missed your thing. So, I'm so sorry for butchering your name. Appreciate you being over on X. I'm gonna link that giveaway form over on X for you. But if you did want to hop on over to Twitch to watch us, then that would be very much appreciated. Because you don't get the same stream delay because you don't want that. You don't want the stream delay. But also, when you watch us over on Twitch, you can earn channel points, and those channel points can be redeemed for prizes, whether they're NFT prizes. In the past, we have had avatars. We also have the mystery box, which will be live today. Actually, no, it won't. The mystery box will be live on Thursday, guys, okay? Mystery box will be live on Thursday. Let's catch up with chat. Okay, so I think the ad is going to be finishing in just a moment. Yes, I believe the ad has finished, so cool. Everybody is now caught back up with us. So for those that missed out, if you are watching, well, one, if you saw an ad, you're watching on Twitch anyway. But if you did miss out on it, we are actually doing a community build. So those that subscribe and the people who see the ads and everything, all of that money is going to go towards events, prizes and all sorts of fun stuff to give to you, the community. So yeah, giving to us, we obviously don't want that. Like you're just subbing to us for because you like us, I assume. And so that just sat in the Twitch account. It wasn't linked to a bank account. So we are now going to be cashing that out, and that will be allocated to purchasing a land where we're going to do the community build. And we're gonna have like polls, different polls and stuff. Alex has explained it, and I gave you a small little teaser before Alex explained everything, and it's because I am so excited about it. I could not wait. So I hope you guys are really excited. We will have it so you guys can use your channel points to vote on people. But yeah, for those that aren't watching us over on Twitch right now, cool. If you prefer watching on X or YouTube, that's perfectly fine. And if you're re-watching the VOD, you're probably watching on YouTube anyway. But do hop on over to our live streams. You can go see our schedule over on Twitch so you know when we're live. And you can catch us live. And on those live streams, you can be earning channel points. And then you can redeem those channel points for prizes. And that's pretty damn cool, okay? But see, it is not being called that. It is the community club. Although I really like the community forge. That was my suggestion, the community forge. But the community clubhouse was what I think won. Which is still good. The community clubhouse is still good. But anyway, we've made this slime. I've got to now export. Not export, upload. So this is the bigger slime. And now I need to know what we're making. Because we've already made a bear rug. I don't need to make a bear rug. I've already made a mahjong table, so I don't need to make a mahjong table. I'm not making a book with all of the assets that we forget that we've made, because that is too difficult. No. Right, so there we go, and I've just created my new slime. My new slime collect. Oh, it looks a lot. I'm gonna have to see what that looks like in Game Maker, because that looks dark. That doesn't look shiny. This looks nice and shiny. Okay, but what are we creating? Could you guys not choose something easier, something nice to create? I'm gonna start taking suggestions like we usually do. I mean, saying that, we've got the post-apocalyptic thing, so maybe if I just let's have a look. How about if I do some rusty tires? Okay, oh, but it's very round. I hate making round assets. How about we do like a toxic barrel? I think we'll do that. Thank you. What's for dinner? Oh. Okay, what color should the toxic barrel be? Oh, I don't want to import anything. New. Barrel. We're gonna want it... I don't want it taller than a human, but I do want it pretty tall. So I'm gonna go 45 high. Yay! Pickaxe Master, that's amazing! I'm so happy that that has all sorted itself. Well, not sorted itself, but I'm glad it is now sorted. Honestly, yes, and always. They are always friggin' amazing. Green is the classic color. I feel like I'm gonna hate making this barrel, but we're gonna just make it. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do... Actually, I'm gonna look at a barrel. Maybe it doesn't... It's not that the barrel... Like, it's just a... It's not meant to be a toxic barrel. It's just the contents inside of it are now toxic. So let's go with... I'm gonna go with this blue color. I'm looking at some barrels on here, and I'm just looking at it being like, that blue color looks pretty good. Right, and then what I like to do is this, because then I can just do that. Nice and simple. Right, we're gonna just go all the way up. I'm gonna put nice edges on. And I don't like making perfectly round assets. And I know loads of people are like, how do you make perfectly round assets? And I could tell you, but I don't like making them. So I generally don't make them. I don't like how that looks. Ah! Alright, fine. We're just gonna delete all of this. I'm gonna use the circle. There. Right. Boom. Now let's join it. Lovely. Now I'm thinking it needs to be a bit thicker at the top and bottom. And maybe if we put like this color there, and now I'm gonna just start taking the rest of this down. Ooh. Yes. This is gonna be a lot of back and forth, by the way. Ooh. I did not realize you didn't have that color. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. Right. And I think we're gonna have to take it to around about here. Just working our way across. Ooh. And I think probably just a little bit more. So probably, yes, there. That's perfect. Just make sure that we're going all the way around like that. Now it's got this middle bit. And I'm actually wondering whether it'll look better if there's a few added bits like this. Maybe if I had done this for all of it. Or maybe just 2 is okay. Yeah, I think that looks okay. What do we think, chat? What do we think? OG, yeah, that'll teach them for wanting a break. Exactly. You're not allowed to take breaks. We have told you this. You need to just be here all of the time. For goodness sake. Alright, let's do... I'm thinking all... yeah. And then maybe... yeah, OG knows what's up, okay? OG make sure that they read those terms. They 100% know what's up. I can hear the pheasant outside. The pheasant is really cute. I don't know if I like that. Mr. Pheasant, can you be quiet, please? I'm trying to stream. Okay, I don't think I like that the barrel's blue. I think I might go for it being all of this color, but let's see. Okay, but at the same time, we're also gonna have to, like, maybe change up bits of the color. There we go. Okay. Okay. And so I'm thinking the lid bit should now be this. Like, let's... oh, I should have put the mirror tool on. Too late now. I'm already in it. There we go. Right, cool. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it looks better like that. I'm not keen on the lighter color. Maybe if I could just make it a little... there we go. Nice. Hey, Tom Voxel, how the frig are you doing? Do I need to start doing these streams a little bit later? I started doing them at 5:30 my time. Well, actually, I started doing them at 5, and you guys were just like, that is too early. And so I thought, okay, I'll do it at 5:30. But I feel like most people get here for 6, which reminds me, we got to get that giveaway form. I said it was going to be out for half an hour. This will be the last time that we link it. I've just got to find it. And I'm gonna make sure it's linked. 5:30. For goodness sake, go west. Thank you, Jazzwolf. Everybody knows what I mean. You're the only one that doesn't. Right, what color should the waste that is seeping... Should we make it red? Instead of it being, like, toxic waste, should we make it, like, blood has been seeping out of here? Let me know. Well, what do we think? Because then we could maybe put, like, a severed head next to it. As well. Or, like, a severed head on top of it. But we definitely need to make it look like there's blood that is 100% coming out from here. Maybe too dark there. Like, mix in some browns. Kind of like dried blood. A little bit of fresh blood. What do we think? I feel like this is just too dark of a color. There we go. Like the bank that had barrels with bodies in them. Whoa, I didn't know about that, but see, no, not like that. Not like anything from real life. This is all pretend in a post-apocalyptic world. We're thinking about post-apocalyptic worlds. That's the only thing we're thinking about. Does that really happen? Okay, well, this is just toxic blood. Like, it's the zombie heads are in here. It's a post-apocalyptic world. It's not based off of any truth. The machines did it. Oh, whoops. Did I get a bit overzealous with the coloring in? Make it so it has multiple static animations so the content can have different colors. You do like to try and make my work harder. Okay. We can do that. That's a good way of usability, okay? We all thank Garnicum for making us think about our assets' usability. Because in VoxEdit contests, usability is a very important factor. And this is one reason why for the VoxEdit contest we had added like 11th to 15th place as well. And in some of our bigger VoxEdit contests we're going to be doing, there is going to be an expert level, and I feel like I can talk about it right now. So what the expert level is going to be is you don't apply. I mean, technically you could probably click that you want to be in the expert level if you so wish. But basically, if you meet a set criteria, you are automatically placed in that expert level. So even if you're like, I don't want to be in the expert level, if you meet the criteria, you're going there. And so you might be wondering, what is this criteria? So what I can tell you is for at least the last 5 VoxEdit contests, we will be looking back over the last 5, okay? It'll be based off of the last 5. Of the VoxEdit contest. If within the last 5 you have placed in the top 5 more than twice, then you will be automatically placed in the expert level. This is subject to change as well, because this is a new trial thing that we're trying, so there may be some like little teething errors, like we might need to adjust based off of community feedback, or just based off of what we're seeing, we may need to adjust it. But at the very least, we'll be looking over the past 5 VoxEdit contests, and if you place within the top 5 at least twice, you will automatically be placed in the expert level. OG, you're still a beginner. This is also another thing. OG1, you can't be a beginner. You were in the creator fund. How are you still a beginner? No, OG. The other thing is there's going to be slightly stricter criteria for the beginner because it was fairly open-ended, which pretty much meant that you were a beginner if you had not placed in a regular contest, or if you hadn't placed in the top, and I can't remember off the top of my head without looking at the rules, but also as long as you hadn't won a beginner one, then you were eligible. It is now going to change that if the quality of your work is significant enough to be in the regular, so if your work looks better than a beginner's work, what we would expect to see a beginner's level work to look like, you will not be eligible for it. Hey Mosey over on YouTube, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It's the start of our week. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend, honestly. We're just kind of coloring in just areas here. Started with tears of enemies, now she's moved to the blood of enemies. One fears the next step. The head of my enemies? I don't know. What would the next step be? Because I feel like the tears of my enemies are far more insidious than blood of my enemies, because it's easy to get the blood of your enemies, but it takes pure skill to get the tears from your enemies. The farts of your enemies? I don't know. I am open to suggestions. So I'm not really thinking too hard about the placement of these little different textures that I'm adding here. I know that I obviously want some of them to be sort of near the lighter textures, but mostly I'm just kind of dotting them around. And we're just filling in some of that space. Mosey, oh, thank you. It's not my best work. I'm just going to be honest. Whenever I do these streams, because I'm concentrating more on talking to you guys, answering your questions and all that jazz, I'm not working on my best work. My best work tends to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of swearing, a lot of being like, just erasing everything. There is that's why we haven't continued with the making the multi-use bookcase drawer unit, because I kind of wanted to just start it again, and so we will be picking up the multi-use unit next week. If I do it right, I can get both at the same time. Get both what? You think I know what I said 5 minutes ago? Oh, and I do want to apologize that we didn't do the Friday group stream because it was also the Clipper raffle. Now, all the names and everything is set for the Clipper raffle, and we will be doing it this Friday, so the Clipper raffle will be done this Friday. But please do keep in mind, if you are watching over on Twitch, we are still doing those Clipper raffles, so make sure to be clipping fun, educational, interesting, fail, whatever moments, just some good moments on streams, and you will get yourself a raffle ticket. You can get up to, for every clip you make, valid clip, and if, 1 second, you can get up to 6 raffle tickets in 1 month, plus 2 bonus raffle tickets if we share your clip on social media, or if we tick the box to say we are sharing this on social media, just because we currently haven't shared a few on there, but I do want to make sure people are getting the bonus points because we do intend to share those clips on social media. Fails are the best. Go West, I don't disagree with you there. But yeah, make sure that you're doing those clips. This is the start of a new raffle, so you can even go back, you can go watch the VODs, and you can go and re-clip those as long as it's within the Clipper month. Can get both the tears and the blood at the same time. That makes sense. Of course. Okay, now I want this to just be ever so slight. There. That's a good ever so slight different coloration there. And it kind of gives it a little bit more of a rusty feel. And what I'm doing now is, once again, I'm still filling in those little areas, but I'm also making sure to dot over some of that lighter color as well, and over some of the darker color. And that way, we're still filling in some of that negative space that we've got, but we're also making sure that the different colors are now blending together. And you may want to do this a few times. You may want to like go around your asset. I generally like to start with one color, and then I add all of the other colors as I'm going over. I'm just trying to fill in a lot of this space. Now we've got kind of like that one darker color in here, and I like it, but I feel like we might need just like a slightly darker one. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting it next to the darker one right here, and I only want it to just be slightly, and I want it more on like there. And for this one, we're not adding too much. We don't want too much of this. We definitely want it in like these corner sections. And for like when it's on here, we just want it to be like a few little dots. And I can see here, we've actually got hardly any of the other variant colors. So we're just going to add some of those here as well. Make sure to add this in there. I'm trying to keep some of them more regulated to the edges. There. Here, there's none. Oh, we missed an entire section here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add just a few of these, just there. And then I'm gonna work backwards with some of these colors, making sure to get some on this section. Now the top kind of looks terrible. Also, now that we've added so much texture, this bit also doesn't look great. All I actually want to do with this is I just want to highlight a few areas. So we're going to pop this around the edge. I'm going to get a darker one for... Nope, don't like that. That's the same color. Add this back. Let's just have that in a few select sections. And I'm going to do the same on here. Oh, hello, that's not on the edge. There we go. Just gonna add it around this edge here. We're just gonna follow this. And then the same with this top bit. I'm gonna use some of this light. Oh, that's the greatest. Ugh, no. Okay, so we're gonna take this. I'm gonna move it there. I'm just going to make it ever so slightly darker. We don't want too much on this. There we go. Right, so there's our barrel. And now, per Garnican's request, put a little scare into those, and maybe you could get some incontinence as a bonus. Wait, what? Oh, getting the tears and blood. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Right, so we got our barrel. Okay, we have our barrel. Here is our barrel. Doesn't look too bad. It's not the greatest barrel, but also it doesn't need to be. Now, per Garnican's request, they wanted different colors around the edge of the barrel. Now, there's a few ways we could obviously do this. I could make the lid a separate bit. I mean, should we? Do we want to make the lid separate? No, let's not for right now. So I'm going to name the next one Barrel 2. And this is going to be the easiest way I can think of adding the additional colors. So we're going to want to put like a nice bright green toxic color. So I'm just going to select probably this green to start with. And I'm going to just choose a corner. I like to use the pen tool for this because I can get a little bit messy and we can neaten it up later. But I feel like it gives a slightly more natural look because, you know, when things drip, sometimes like a little section is missing from a dripped area. Like things don't move, you know, perfect. Right, now we're going to want to adjust this. So I'm going to go for, this is a good color. We're going to kind of go for that like Nickelodeon-y color scheme, I feel. And I'm going to hold my mouse button down until a little square appears. And then I move it over to the next swatch. So it's got the same swatch, but then I can just adjust it there. And that way I can get some good colors. Right. So we got that. We've got all that sorted. What I need to do now is I need this to be on the barrel. I need this color to be on the barrel. So how are we going to do that? Great question. Glad you asked. Firstly, I'm going to move that down and I'm going to also squash that down. Next, I'm going to move this right to that point. And this side, we're going to shimmy this in there. Now we're left with all of this. Problem is, obviously, we're going to need everything to come out one extra voxel. I could probably do this on each side, so we could do this here and each one of these. I'm going to see what it looks like doing it a different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to pull out every color that is the same. Luckily, I'm only using 2 different colors here. It will do that corner there. Perfect. Nope. Another different color. Those shadows. Am I right? Right. And then we're going to pull out the rest of the colors. Oh. Okay, I feel like we've probably done all that we need to do. We just now need to delete everything else. I'm going to delete all of this. Nice and simple, see? And then we're going to need to delete the rest of the barrel. So all of the brown bits now all need to go. And the reason we did it on the barrel to start with is because we get a good idea of the shape that we're working with and where we're coloring. Right, there we go. So we're going to trim this. And I'm going to set this just to the floor because we're going to adjust it anyway. And we're going to call this green. Now, the first thing that we're going to need to make sure about Mr. Green is, does he hide inside the barrel? Mr. Green does, in fact, hide inside the barrel, which is perfect. But now we got to line Mr. Green up. Let's get Mr. Green all lined up. So it is in its correct place. There we go. I wasn't sure whether that was the bit of the barrel that we worked on, but it is now. I kind of feel like I want the barrel facing this way now. Green in the barrel with the poison ladle. Oh, somebody make Cluedo. I mean, we have had murder mysteries, never mind. But, like, make the board. Oh, I'm gonna make Cluedo. I'm making it! No one else make it! I'm gonna make it. RNGs, oh, yes. Okay, who wants to make Cluedo with me? Go away, Go West! No! No, it's mine! I called it! It's mine. Right, that giveaway form. Wait, chat, who hasn't filled out the giveaway form? This is your last chance. Who hasn't filled it out? Because I will be closing in 3 minutes. Okay? Technically, I left it open half an hour longer than I said. But yeah, who wants it? Who wants it? Who hasn't filled it out? You get 3 minutes. It won't be Cluedo, Betsy. It will be Panda Dough. Okay? That's what it's called. It will be called the... I mean, technically, I've already done a murder mystery, Cryptic Cauldron. That is a murder mystery, and it does have, like, you have to find the weapon, and there's RNG. Whenever you play Cryptic Cauldron, there is a different ending every single time you play, and your choices do go Westo. It works with your name better. Can I take my dough to the Panda Bank? Of course you can. Of course you can. 100%. Okay, so what do we think? Do we like the toxicness? And then what we can do, if we want to make life real easy for us, we can just duplicate this and this, like the green bit, and we can recolor it to whatever colors we want. The only thing is then obviously it's going to look exactly the same for every single one. Not that big of a deal, but maybe you want some variation. But if we're not, we're going to call this red. So we're going to go to this. And then the quickest way, honestly, is just to adjust up here. So we're going to adjust that, and then we're going to move you, and we're going to adjust you right there. There we go. Nice and easy. I might also just add, like, a few extra darker bits right there. Oop, make a hole. May even add a few extra little holes right there. Oh, beautiful. Right. And then all you do is off of the barrel, we pop red. And actually, bugger it, no. We'll duplicate this and we'll call this one red, but then we'll place the red one there. And then all we do is hide it inside. Oop, it is now hidden. So if we call this green 01, and we go red 01, and then this will be renamed to idle. Hello. Idle 01. Oh, by the way, right, so we have talked about our weekends and stuff, and please tell me about your weekends. I'm nosy. Just tell me about your weekend, okay, guys? Tell me about it. I want to know. But so as many of you know, I purchased my hopefully my forever home last year. So we've lived here for over a year now, which is absolutely crazy. But it has been a year that we've lived lived in my new house. And as many of you know, one of the things that I absolutely love about this property is that I have a really large garden, by British standards. I don't know about other places in the world, but by British standards, I have a large garden, okay? And I absolutely love it. I'm also in the middle of nowhere. So our very first morning that we slept here and woke up here, we looked out of our kitchen window and there were roe deers just in our garden next to some of the trees, and it was so friggin' beautiful. And if you follow me on TikTok, you could probably see the video there. It's really poor quality because we were filming it outside, like inside the kitchen window as the daylight was breaking. But yeah, stunning. It was beautiful. It was lovely. And since then, we have captured many beautiful birds on camera. We have seen like there's a pheasant that pretty much lives around this area, and he just goes around all the gardens, and it's wonderful. And I've caught a fox on camera in the garden, and we've had a muntjac in the garden, and it's been beautiful. And a few weeks ago we had hares in the garden, and it's just lovely, and I love it, and it's beautiful. And I adore nature. Once you're grown this year, I'll tell you in a minute. What I don't know whether I've mentioned is that, and they look like domestic rabbits. I'm not gonna lie, they're not like forest little wild rabbits. They look like domestic rabbits, but we could always see them, and they're a bit further up. I live in a hamlet, okay? I literally live in a hamlet. There's like 20-ish houses here, okay? We're in the middle of nowhere. There's like 20 houses here. And further down the road, you know, you drive down and there's all these little adorable rabbits. They're so freaking cute. And they never come our end. They're never like far enough down. But I've been happy with obviously all the hares and the deers that I've seen. I've not seen any more roe deers in the garden, which I'm a bit gutted about. But hopefully later in the year we will. I was taking my cat for a walk. Okay, only one of them likes to go for a walk, but we were walking around the garden on her harness, and my daughter is just like, come look! And we go and look, and there's a huge rabbit. It's not a hare, it's a big, chunky, old rabbit, and it definitely looks like one of the ones that we see down the road. But it is pretty much wild. The ones down the road they're like domestic rabbits, but they're domestic rabbits that just are also wild at the same time. They're free reign. They're free roaming rabbits that definitely look domestic. And it was there. So we got like a few little carrots because I allowed them as treats, and we fed it, and I put a little bowl of water out for it. And I've got some beautiful pictures. I've got some stunning pictures of it. And that was on Saturday. So we saw that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we saw it again. And I was like, ah, cute. And then today, one of the other cats was looking out of my office window. And she was like chattering a little bit. So I was like, oh, what's out there? Thinking it would be like a pigeon. Nope. The rabbit is under my car. But yeah, it is beautiful. Have you named the property yet? Called mine Enough For being enough for you? When you say 40 AC, are you saying that it's 40 acres? You have 40 acres? If you have 40 acres, I'm very jealous. But anyway, we named the rabbit Mr. Nibbles, and I'm pretty sure it's got babies somewhere. You've got 40 acres? But see, freaking share. To be honest, 40 acres is a little above my dream. My dream is 5 acres. But 40 is amazing. I am very jealous. But anyway, what were you guys saying? Oh yeah, and there were 2 ducks in my garden. How were your guys this weekend? Ended up going in the thick woods to grab the lawn chair that some to stay in the woods and yell and talk to themselves. Fair enough. That's what you did this weekend? Oh, grilling and drinking sounds fun. Oh yeah, what am I growing this year? Anything growing really well? Okay, so nothing right now is growing really well because we're coming into spring. I have roses that look like they're going to be coming out real nice. So I'm really happy. The garden is laden in daffodils, and which isn't good for hares or rabbits, by the way. Don't let hares and rabbits eat daffodils. And it's laden in snowdrops, which are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, roses. But what I'm purposely growing this year is strawberries, blueberries. The property already had gooseberries and currant bushes. And so I'm hoping to get a really good harvest of gooseberries this year, because last year it was real good, but I think I picked them too early. And I have also propagated some gooseberry clippings, 4 of which I gave to my granddad, because he was interested in having some gooseberries, so I gave him some gooseberry cuttings, and I've taken like 10 cuttings for myself, not that I need 10 more gooseberry bushes. There's already blackcurrants growing on the property, so I'm just trying to maintain those so they don't take over. Then we're gonna grow, there's rhubarb, so I've got rhubarb that is doing fairly okay, especially considering it's just started this year's. I'm gonna be doing potatoes soon, and oh damn it, what did I plant the other day? Oh, I've already started planting seedlings in trays, but ideally it's just a lot of sowing, indoor sowing at the moment. So I'm going to be doing like cucumbers, carrots, which every time I've done carrots, they have never ended up being good. Okay, my carrots are never last. They always get eaten, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I do want to try, it'll obviously be later in the year, but I do want to try pumpkins, but tomatoes mainly. Tomatoes are the big ones. Radishes are so easy that I don't even count radishes that I'm growing because they're like the easiest. Spring onions, love growing spring onions. Spring onions are also the easiest plant to grow. You can even grow it in your kitchen. You can take, if you've brought spring onions from the supermarket, literally just like leave a little bit of the bottom of it and pop it in, like it'll start growing again. Just pop it in, like what I usually do is get a tea towel, get it a bit moist and pop it on there and it'll start. Did I say gooseberry? Yeah, I did say gooseberry. Blueberries are a boom crop in Oz at the minute. Oh, nice. Oh, you know what? You know what is what I do have? Obviously, I'm not growing it and it's not food. But I have a fire. I think it's a fire bush. Is it called a fire bush? Fireback bush? No, brush. Like it's like red. And it's like a brush type thing. I can't remember what it's called. Never mind. But it is beautiful. Snozberries? No, they're not snozberries. Gooseberries. Gooseberries. They're beautiful. Right, what other colours do we want, guys? What else are we having coming out of this? We could do other things too. It doesn't just need to be these colors. I guess I'll do an orange because I feel like an orange. A burning bush. No, it's not I don't think it's a burning bush. It's like, we demand shrubbery. In Hawaii, you can do the same with pineapple. Cut off the top of the. Oh. Okay, so I know how pineapples grow. Okay, I know how pineapples grow. I didn't know that you could cut it off and grow it like that, but I know what a pineapple bush plant looks like. However, I've never seen one in person, like physically. I've seen them on like TV and pictures. I've never physically seen one. And B&Q had a whole bunch, and I was so close to being like, I'm gonna have a pineapple plant. I didn't, but I was so close to. I was very excited. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what? You know what I'm getting for my birthday? How are you getting a pineapple plant to me? I love all plants. My best purchase last year were hydrangeas, because I forgot hydrangeas were my favorite plant. I've been saying it's been peonies. I've been like, peonies are my favorite. I love peonies. Now I do love peonies. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love peonies. But I got confused, and peonies and hydrangeas do not look alike. They do not look alike at all. So it's surprising that I got confused. Like a panda party. Whoop whoop. We need some new ones, guys. Okay. Johnson's. Go West. Why you say Johnson's? I'm so confused. Right, for orange, we're gonna shimmy this guy out. I'm gonna move the red guy in. Whoop. There we go. Lovely. Also, I think for the orange, I'm gonna cut some holes in this side, because I feel like we don't have any holes over here. Change color of the flower. Yes, I know that, because when we moved into the property, my mother-in-law went around the property, because she loves gardens as well. She loves plants, she loves animals. She's amazing. She's a fantastic woman. And she found so many horseshoes. There were just horseshoes dotted around everywhere. So she lovingly put them all up along the side of the house, and she was like, if you put these in the hydrangeas, they're gonna change color. Because like copper will change the color of hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas. I absolutely adore hydrangeas. And depending on which type of hydrangeas you've got, now is the best time to start cutting back your hydrangeas, depending on where you live in the world. Because also, I didn't realize there were like zones for like, when they're like, oh yeah, depending on your zone, this is where you want to be planting or doing certain things. I didn't know there were zones. I just thought people like understood, like here in the UK, this is roughly when you plant stuff, because I looked. And in the UK, and I am including Scotland, there's like 3 zones, with Scotland being like the colder zone, obviously. But otherwise, the rest of England, or the rest of the UK, is all pretty much the same zone. So I had never heard about zones. I was just like, this is when I plant things. Plus, the seed packets say when you should plant them. They're like, sow indoors. And I'm like, okay, I'll sow indoors between March and April. So outdoors on these months. I just assumed everybody knew that's how that was. Okay, so we got our orange, we got our red, we got our green. What else do we want for this? And for the people wondering, so we made the barrel. We made the barrel, we textured the barrel. We then decided we wanted different colors seeping out of said barrel. But these are static animations. Still with static animations, we do need to make sure that there is still a open and close keyframe. Super simple to do. Done it. Usually the best time for static animations to do these is when you are completely finished, because if I want to add another one, then we've got to go through absolutely everything. And so we'll just delete those in case we need to add anything. But you do need to put an open and close keyframe. Oh, the other things that I am growing is for plant sakes. I have already sowed a bunch of wildflower seeds, and I did sow them outside, and it became incredibly evident that the birds, or perhaps some mice, had been digging around in the plants and knocked over some of the pots to get the seeds. So I've now just sowed all of those inside. Oh, yeah, blackberry bushes are lethal. Maybe we should make a blackberry bush. You also need to, like, fully maintain those blackberry bushes because they will go crazy. And you could cut them down to nothing and they will still grow back. Okay? They will take over. But also blackberries are so freaking good. The other trees that we have in my garden is we have 2 apple trees. Pretty sure that they're coxes. Did think they were crab apples, but pretty sure they're coxes. We also have a walnut tree, which is hilarious because I went and purchased one, not realizing that I had one. And then my granddad gave me one for free. So I now have 3 walnut trees. We've got a bunch of hazel trees. We got a bunch of hazelnuts, but the squirrels usually get those. We also have a cherry tree, and so I'm gonna net that cherry tree this year. Well, so I like to go with the traditional route of looking at weeds, which are unwanted plants. So people here in the UK will call like dandelions weeds. They are not weeds. I love dandelions. They belong in my garden. And so they are not a weed. A weed is an unwanted plant. But I can also fully agree that blackberry bushes 100% could be classed as a weed. Especially if you don't want them. Because they are hard to get rid of. Right, what else are we putting here? Should we just... Maybe I should make some blackberries come out of here. Let's do that. We're gonna make a smaller one of these, I guess. And then blackberries, at least how I'm thinking of them, kind of have like a bluey purpley hue, but not really, because they're black. But they're also kind of purpley. No, let's have a look. What color? No, they're just black. Oh, okay. I use the eyedropper to get it, and it is definitely putting it on like the blue hue. Okay, cool. Okay, for this, I think we're just gonna have it coming out of this side. So I am gonna delete all of this side of this. And then we're gonna add some leaves. I feel like I've done it all wrong, but we'll go with this and we'll edit as needed. Right, so we're gonna duplicate. Where are you? Duplicate. Add the blackberry. Right, we're on green, so we're just gonna hide it. Oh, whoops, we're still on the 1 keyframe. Let's put it back to 0. Oh my goodness. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do new. Call it blackberry. For this, we need to hide, obviously, the green. Oh, you were sticking out a little bit. Let's go back to green. Hide you inside a little bit there. Right. I don't like it. I already don't like it, and I'm trying to think of how we can save this. Have a look at the Flow Hive Beehive. Okay. Ooh, cool. Well, this says Flow Hive 2 Plus. Is this what I should be looking at? Right, let's read the rest of your comment. Oh, Garnica, get rid of it. Right, if you have, honestly, if you have bamboo, and depending on the size of your property, get rid of it, because bamboo grows very similar to how nettles grow. So what bamboo does, if you don't, for those that don't know, maybe you guys do know, but for those that don't know, what bamboo does is it will shoot off. So you've got your bamboo, it's growing upright like this. Okay, what it'll do is, where's my camera? So you got your bamboo. This is your bamboo. And so it will, luckily, some bamboo roots don't go too deep. They can be fairly shallow, but very similar to nettles, they will shoot off. Okay, so imagine this red bit here is its shoot, and then it'll grow one over here. And then it'll do the same. So let's just pretend this end is over here. It'll do the same again. So there, it'll shoot off, and we'll get some more over here. And it can very easily get to your neighbors, and it grows very quickly and can be really stubborn to get rid of. We didn't realize when we moved into this property, right at the front, there was bamboo. And I spent a good 4 days digging in the ground, and the ground was stones. It's a stone gravel type driveway. I spent time digging up all of that to get to mud, to then dig into the dirt to follow that. There's pictures of me holding giant shoots like that, longer than you can see on the screen. Get rid of them. If you don't want them, get rid of them. If you want bamboo and you're in a place where you know that you can't grow like you've got neighbors and stuff and you don't want it to get out of control, one, you need to be planting it in like a big metal container that its roots can't get out of. You also need to be making sure that you're putting that planter on top of something solid like concrete or slabs. You don't want any way for those roots to get out. If you're putting it in a normal like terracotta pot, it's gonna break out of it. If you're putting it in just a normal plastic pot, it's gonna break out of it. Make sure that you are putting it as far away from clumping bamboo doesn't do that. It stays put. I don't know whether I'd risk it. Depends on the pots, Bertsy. Ads. Oh, thank you. There's ads for the people seeing ads. I have an original. Oh, Bertsy, you have bees? Back. Okay, cool. Welcome back, everyone. I mean, the black one kind of looks like tar, and I think we'll keep it at that. Right, I'm pretty happy with this. So now what we need to do, if we're happy with what we've created, we need to close the keyframes. Super easy to do. All you do, move your arrowhead to one keyframe here, because these are static. We're not doing anything else with them. And there we go. So we got the red, we got the well, I called blackberry, but it's not. I'm just gonna rename. Oh, whoops. Let's pause that. Let's rename to tar01, I guess. Right, so we got green, we got idle. So this is just, it's plain, it's closed, it's fine. Then we got the orange goop, we got the red goop, we got some tar, beautiful. So we've got some variation there. Now, obviously with these being static, maybe you don't want static, maybe you want moving ones, and that's absolutely fine. You know, maybe you want some green drip, drip, drips, and that would be fairly easy for us to do. I don't know whether around our Twisted Hazel, because all the catkins have started coming out, there is either a lot of bees or there's a lot of wasps. And I don't know which one it is, but I stayed clear of it today. I didn't want to get close enough to take a picture. I was just like, that is a lot of buzzing from that one area of the garden. But anyway, if you wanted to do some like drip drip drops, super easy, and we will quickly go over it. So what I would do is I would duplicate this and call this green drop. So we've got the color that we want. And from here, we don't need much. You just need like a portion of this. Now it depends on the size of the drop that you want, but I'm just gonna go for a very standard, let's just do kind of like this shape here. And I'm gonna set it to the center. That sounds, but see, considering like you've been saying you're in Australia and stuff, I'm you've got some nasty animals. I shouldn't complain. Whoa, that looks nasty. I just googled it. No, thank you. Oh, he looks awful. He looks scary. Why has he got such a skinny body? Just so people can see. I'm getting a few different pictures, but this is the one that looks the scariest. Why is he just got like, it's either like he's got the tiniest little body and then a big bum, or it's got like a big front bit, tiny little body, big ass. Like, what is that? Oh, only sings for a few moments, okay. Okay, Rykopath, I'll keep that in mind for my golden years. Thank you. Noted down. Hopefully I won't need that information for quite some time. Right, so we're going to use the green and we're going to go green drop 01. Okay. And then off of this green color, I'm going to call this drop 1. I'm going to add drop 1. And because it's been added to it, it should, well, one, we do need to place it back in for all of these, but it should be inside of the barrel, and we shouldn't be seeing it anywhere else. Like, yeah, see, look, we can't see it there. Cool. So we're gonna go here. Oh, whoops, grabbed the wrong thing. And we're obviously going to need to decide where we want this drop to come out. So we're probably going to want it to come out of the front here. And have it appear right there. Grab a hold. Oh, I'm going to grab hold of this and move it there. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this to instant. So it's going to instantly appear. And you're going to want to make sure that interpolation is on instant, so the one that looks like a Z, backwards Z. Oh gosh. Well, it's true that I believe you. I don't disbelieve you, but I feel like I don't need that information currently. Right, so we're probably going to need more than one drop, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. Now we have 2 of these drops, but they're acting at the same time. We don't need them to act at the same time. So I'm going to just drag this around about here. So it now... And then I'm going to copy and paste this one here. So it'll now appear at a different time. For this one, we are then going to want it to go back inside the barrel. Oh, whoops. Make sure to close that. And then we're going to just do instant again. So it goes down and jumps back inside the barrel. Once again, we're going to do this here. Copy paste, and make sure our interpolation is on instant. So now it looks like it's dripping. Now what I do want to do is probably just adjust this so it appears more over here. And we can also give it maybe like a little bit of a rotate there. And then we'll have it finish over here as well. Give it a little bit of a rotate there. I'm just going to move this so it finishes just a little bit earlier. And this one should also finish just a little bit earlier as well. Okay, let's have a look at that. So now it just kind of looks like it's constantly dripping. When you're gonna need the info I provided. That is true. That is true. We never know when this information could become incredibly vital. You know, I could need that information tomorrow. Who knows? I'm not getting any younger. Okay, guys, chat. This is, once again, I'm switched onto the giveaway prize sheet, and we're gonna do the first number I see. Okay, so in a moment, I'm gonna switch back over to Twitch, and it's the first number I see in chat, or sorry, I'm gonna switch to restream. It's the first number I'm going to see in chat, and you are going to name numbers between 2 and 19. 2 and 19. The first number I see. Start putting numbers, chat. Start putting numbers. Are we ready? Okay, I'm going to switch back over to chat right now. The first number I see is 15. Go West said 15. Let's take a look. Who was number 15? That is Tom Voxel. GG, Tom Voxel won. I don't know what you've won because I didn't decide. I'm going to have a look at what we've got, and you can have something from that. Let me ask you, let me see what you would like, okay? Let me go have a look. What do we have? What do we have? Okay. We do have the... Oh, would you like a Queen of the Metaverse, Paris Hilton? Speed Shoes, Paris Hilton? Or the, Oracle's Duck? Oracle's Duck, Speed Shoes, Queen of the Metaverse, or a Rabbids, the water wielding Rabbids. I've given you 4 choices there. Do I need to decide now? You can let me know tomorrow. You can let me know tomorrow or like in a few days. You know what? You've got me on Discord. Send me a message. I'll tell you the ones that you have the choice of. But GG's. Ideally, what we need to do is we need to get a new asset minted on Polygon that we can give away. And maybe it can be something that we do some Twitter polls. Maybe I make a few things on stream. In fact, let's start taking suggestions now, okay? Because it could be a little. Oh, whoops! You guys can already see what's going to be the news of the week if you pause at that moment. Okay, let's have some ideas. Like let's make it. I want it to be simple, usable. Okay, I want something usable that we can. A mahjong table. Oh gee, you're so funny. Am I out of defender crates? I'm not. The only issue is that they're on ETH. If you would like, okay, so when you say maybe, we'll do maybe a bomb shelter. But no, technically I have the defender crates. It's just they were on ETH, so I wasn't really putting them up. But if you guys like them, then sure. A flow, okay. I don't dislike that. Plus, and honey jars. Weapon crates. I mean, I still have my weapon crates. I can still do them as giveaways if you like. So we can see about that for sure. Okay, Tom Voxel, you also have the choice of weapon crate and the defense crate if you so wish. Because I have loads of those. For those that don't know, Layer 1 assets will no longer be able to be purchased or put up for sale on the Sandbox Marketplace. They all, Layer 1 assets still retain all of their usability. There's, like, nothing has changed on, like they'll still appear in your wallet. Nothing has changed from a game maker or game client perspective. Just now, if you wish to purchase any, you will need to do it on OpenSea. A torch? As in a weapon torch, Garnican? I like that, a torch. I'm gonna put as a weapon on the side. Do we have anything else? I want quite a few suggestions. I feel like maybe I should make a bunch of these and then we do like a vote on which one you would like to see minted, and that is our giveaway asset. How about a panda hat? Okay, a panda hat. I'll put that under equipment. So we've got a panda hat. Are we thinking, it's not in here. Are we thinking like a full-on, like panda ears, panda head, like a proper hat? Or like a Panda Pops head hat? As in, you would be wearing Panda Pops, my head as a hat? Or like an actual panda hat? Bamboo? Just bamboo, okay. There are some really good bamboo assets though. So bamboo. A big head hat. I have already made one of those and that would be very easy to do. So Panda Pops big head hat. Like a bobbing head hat. Okay. Oh, Nazman, you did! I left it open longer than usual as well. So you really did miss out. I'm sorry. Right, and then we need to close our keyframes for this. There we go. So we've even got an animated one. We got green drop, we got idle, we got orange, we got red, we got tar. We got a bit of everything that we've made today. But Nazman, we are taking suggestions of what people would like as a giveaway asset. You can, like, Benny Bobbins is already a character, but you can ask if I can make a new character if you so wish. How about Panda being chased by a swarm of bees? Okay. Panda chased by bees. That would probably just be, I can imagine how that would be. I would take the panda avatar, we'd have it do like the run animation, so we'll keep the run animation. This is going to be really easy. And then we just have bees behind doing like a zzz movement. A close those keyframes sign weapon. It's going to be difficult, but close those keyframes sign weapon. Nazman. Next time you might get it. Right, what else do we want? Okay, a bee swarm head animation. Maybe we can add maybe we could add like a flower on the top of the head or something. That's why they're swarming there. Do we have anything else? So far we've got bomb shelter, a ton of bee themed assets, bamboo, a torch, a panda hat, a Panda Pops big head hat wearing thing, close the keyframes, and then more bees. It's all bees. Did we have any other, like, because the backpack of tears, I've already made the backpack of tears. But like, is there any of like these little things? If you think about all the little things on here, is there? I mean, I've already made some of these. I did like the special Christmas asset there for the people that were holding my avatar. Which, by the way, guys, if you do self-chill, I'm sorry. One, I have loads of amazing tutorials on YouTube. Go check them out. Panda Pops. You'll find me if you type Panda Pops Sandbox in YouTube, and you're gonna find me. But also, I have my own avatar. And it is an avatar. It works exactly like all the other avatars, except for the only slightly annoying thing is during transformation events, if one person transforms, it transforms for everyone. It will turn back to normal. However, I do have a few more up on Marketplace on OpenSea if you guys would like to go purchase one. Once the current, there's only 3 left. Once, and the listing only has like a month maybe left. Once that's done, they're going to go up in price. So this is the last time you can get those avatars at that price. And there's only going to be a handful of giveaways of those avatars. The rest do need to be purchased. The other thing is, if you hold those avatars, one, you will be up for special avatar-only prizes. Hint, next week, hint. As well as sometimes I do random airdrops for Christmas, and thank you to Talia who had suggested it when we were talking back and forth on Twitter. It was a great suggestion, and so I quickly made a Christmas asset, and everybody who owned my avatar got a random asset sent to them for free. Panda Pops NPC. I could do a Panda Pops NPC, but do you guys really want a Panda Pops NPC? I don't want all the giveaways to just be about me. It feels... I don't know how many of you want to have me in your games, and I love that there's like a lot of you are like, please, yes, that's great. But I also want this to be for a big bunch of people, like new people that might not be as you know, like, yes, Panda Pops. I want to make sure that this is like, yes, asset. But yeah, we could just do a Panda Pops asset. I'm okay with that. Have a link. I do have a link. I wasn't going to shield that much, but I'll get a link. You've asked for it. So how could I turn down somebody asking for a link to just something I could easily grab? And I will just say, currently right now, it is transformed as one of the Crash transformation event avatars, but it will turn back to normal. And I am going to be incredibly honest with you guys, it is 175 sand. The next price goes up to 195 and then to 200 sand. So just asking, you shall receive. Yeah, like, there you go. Any discount coupons for them avatars? Unfortunately, Raiko, no. And this is currently the cheapest it will be. Okay, there may be a special sale that I might do. There's a good chance at Christmas I might do a special sale, but it would only be limited to like a small portion of avatars. A very small portion. I also, and I know some people might be a little against this, but generally when I am relisting assets on the marketplace, I do look at roughly how much sand is also worth. So if sand happened to be worth $2, I'm probably not going to list it at 200 sand, but it will still be more expensive than what most people will have currently paid. So it may, like, you know, at $2, that's a lot of sand to be spending. It's a lot of a dollar amount, but I will keep it like fairly. I'll look at like all the past sales, roughly how much dollar value that was at that time, at the highest point that somebody purchased it at, and I will adjust there, so it will always become more expensive dollar value wise, and usually sand value wise as well, depending on how sand adjusts. But yes, that's do we need to cover anything else? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Today we have made some slime monsters. We've made some big slime monsters. And then we have also made this barrel right here. And oh, we were talking about VoxEdit contests. So let me just quickly go back to the post-apocalyptic Medium article. So when it comes to judging, okay, these are the main judging criteria for VoxEdit contests. So we've got creativity, usability, optimization, aesthetics, quality of animation, and level of complexity. Now, I will say optimization. Does this asset look optimized in the sandbox game? Low face and node count is more optimized. We do also look at that asset because they've all got to be within optimization. But our judges are skilled at VoxEdit. Our judges are very, very skilled at VoxEdit. They understand how to make assets more optimized. And so when they're also looking at that optimization, they're looking at, could this asset be more optimized? So you could have it within face and node count. However, you could have made some like rookie mistakes of not making it as optimized as it could have been. And so those judges will know that. They'll understand that when they're looking at it. Creativity is how creative was the asset based on the theme. So, you know, if it's Halloween and you've made a pumpkin, like the pumpkin could be really, really good. But was it really that creative if you just made a pumpkin? And I mean just a pumpkin. It's just a pumpkin. Was it that creative? And I'm trying to think of some examples of like super creative ones and my mind is drawing a blank. But we have had people, hey, Mr. Sanctum, how are you doing? Hope you're good. I'm also once again going to link this VoxEdit contest because I do want as many of you to take part. There is a participation prize valid for the first 100 valid submissions. So it goes by submission order. I will take feedback based on how we're doing that, but that's currently how we're doing the participation prize. Because, and I will say this, as much as it would be great to send all submissions to a final vote, they don't all go to a final vote. So if you're like, oh, could it not just be based off of like the top 100? We very rarely would ever send 100 to the final vote. But I am happy to take any feedback. Can you someday and Monday try to make an NPC who uses glasses? I need ideas how to use very little space. I've made loads of glasses. Sure, we'll add that. Let me add this. Heck, I might even just make that into one of my own YouTube videos. /Monday stream. Thanks for the idea. How to create glasses on NPC different ways. I'll probably do, well, there's the standard. I could probably think of four different ways to do glasses. But yeah, the way that let's say somebody ties, and almost all of the time, nobody is tying between 1st and 4th place. Usually 5th and below, people might have tied scores. And this is how it's done if a score is tied. If a score is tied, usability is always taken into consideration first, okay? So you've got the exact same overall score between all of the judging criteria. We then look at, okay, out of the 2 people that scored 58 points, who had the most on usability, okay? And almost all of the time there is a difference between those. If there is not, it then goes on to optimization. After that, it goes to level of complexity, because that was a new one we added after we started doing this. And then it goes to quality of animation, aesthetics, and then creativity. But yes, Garnican, at some point soon, I'll make sure that there's a video that shows you different ways that you can have glasses on an NPC. I have definitely done quite a few NPC glasses. Are you trying to keep the... Because it's an NPC and you're not trying to make a custom avatar, I'm guessing you are perfectly happy to have this unlocked and it doesn't need to be true voxel form, and you are happy to accept unlocked NPC advice as well. I mean, I could do both. Well, they'll be included. But yeah, so usability, optimization, quality, complexity, quality, aesthetics, creativity. That's if they're tied. And almost always it's only tied between, it's always decided between these two, and we don't often have to go look at the next ones. So that's what's done if it's tied. We don't usually show results of tied 6th place. Will always be like 6th and then 7th place, because it will be decided by these criteria. But this is also one reason that we're adding the expert level. Do we have any other ideas, chat, before we finish for today? Do we have any suggestions of what assets you guys would like as giveaway items? We are going to make all of these. Whether we're going to make them on stream or off stream, I'm going to make all of these, and then it's going to be down to a vote. Okay, Garnica, I think you suggested a Panda Pops asset. So let's just say if I make a Panda Pops NPC, what's the Panda Pops doing? Like, what sort of Panda Pops are we going for? Because I've already made an adventure Panda Pops, although the animations are a bit iffy on that. And we've got my avatar Panda Pops. So what Panda Pops are we looking for? Wearable items with cats? Wait, what? What do you mean wearable items with cats? As in, you want equipment-based items that have cats on them. Okay, wearable cats. Meow, catalytic attributes. Okay, right. But anyway, I've added wearable cats. I've added wearable cats. Or wearable items with cats. I'll type the whole thing because I think I'll get... I reckon if I just left it as wearable cats, I would get very confused. Oh, Shibuya style? So cute, Panda Pops. You'll get confused, lol, meow. Oh, Shibuya style. Oh, I get what you mean for the cats. Okay. Don't forget, guys, you can still register for the current Game Jam, which is the Discovery Game Jam, and register before March 5th. Right, guys, I'm gonna finish. I will also probably think of a few ideas if you guys can't think of any other ideas. All suggestions are accepted. Like, even if you're just a casual lurker, you have a chance to win whatever asset that I'm gonna be making, whichever one's voted on. So if you're like, I really need this asset in my game, suggest it, because then I will have to make it. There will be a vote. But maybe we can have two. This is quite a few options. Maybe we can do like one equipment and one prop style asset, or prop / character style asset. Just because there's quite a few suggestions for each. So whatever you would like to potentially have as a giveaway asset, let me know. Let me know. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know like, for equipment-based assets, I'm just gonna put this out there, I don't think I'm gonna be given, like, permission to have a bunch of legendaries or even epics, maybe a few rares. It might be a very limited equipment ones if you're wanting rares. Uncommons much easier. So we'll try rares, we'll try uncommons, but I have to basically ask permission for the catalyst. These will be giveaways purely for streams and stuff. So this is why it's like, let's put it to a vote. I mean, common for props makes complete sense. Common, it would be uncommon or rare for equipment, though. Maybe we can... Oh, Go West, I just have a really good idea. What if I make a cat that is playing with catalysts? And that can be a giveaway. That can go. I'll make that, and it'll still be voted on. But I love the idea, especially if Panda's cats make an appearance in the interview. Who could refuse a fluffy cat? How are we going to wear that in game? Go West. That won't be a wearable though. I'm gonna do one wearable, one prop. We're gonna vote on. Well, first I need to get approval for what catalyst, but I'm making all of these suggestions I'm going to make, and then it's going to be a vote. And you're gonna vote for one wearable, and you're gonna vote for one prop type one. Okay, but I'm also open to other suggestions. So far, these are the suggestions so far. So we got a bomb shelter, we got the flow hive style beehive and honey jars, which by the way, I really like that suggestion. We've got a bamboo asset. We got panda being chased by bees. We got a Panda Pops NPC asset. I still need a theme. The Panda Pops needs to be themed, okay? What are we doing? What Panda Pops are you having? A cat playing with catalysts. And now we're on to the equipment. So we got a torch. We got a Panda Pops, a panda hat. We got a Panda Pops big head. We got a close those keyframes sign weapon. We got a bee swarm head animation. Wearable items with cats, Shibuya style. And that's where we're at. So if we've got any other suggestions, throw them at me. Throw them at me. What other giveaway items would you like? A raging panda. Okay. Angry panda. And just remember, panda doesn't rage. I can't quit, yo. Okay? We can't quit. We don't rage here. Because a lot of these are beef themed, I'm also thinking maybe I'll also throw in a springtime Panda Pops. So I'll go find one of my springtime outfits, and I'll make a me version of that. I'm trying to think of what assets might... You guys aren't helping with ideas now. I'm trying to think of some ideas myself. What about a nice... I'm trying to think of, like, highly usable assets. So, like, I thought the weapon crate and the defense crates were good because, you know, a lot of people make games where there's, like, weapons or, you know, shields and stuff, adventure-type games where those work. I need to create a small as possible ball. How to check collision box. You can check the collision box by clicking up at the top here, and this will show you the bounding area of that. So show hide node bounding boxes, and that will show where those collision boxes are. Where there is a static animation for every hour. Okay, cool. Clock static for every hour. Okay, cool. Like that. Plus a broken version. The Mahjong table I will mint, but that's going to be me minting that with my own catalyst that I have. No, that's not going to be like that's gonna go up for sale. So yeah, we'll sort that for the people who wanted the mahjong table. It's like a collision box with gravity, and collision is bigger than that in VoxEdit. Looks like a collision box with gravity, and collision is bigger than that in VoxEdit. I'm trying to read this. Okay, so in Game Maker, the collision box with gravity and collisions turned on is bigger than what it shows in VoxEdit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make this a note. How to see collision box for a bull in Game Maker. How is collision worked out? I'll ask about that question to see if we can get you an answer. I'll also pass that question over to Alex, because maybe Alex already knows that answer. So we do have Cyber Dragon stream tomorrow, guys. That is going to be at 7:30 a.m. UTC. Convert to your local time. Who is streaming? I've noticed quite a few people are streaming now, and I do want to get a list of current streamers. So who in chat is streaming, or who in chat knows some people who is currently streaming? What's up? Huh? I'm just about to finish. You want me to plait your hair? Okay, out you go then. Hey, Sir Alikin, I saw that you said that you were you had a Mage Raid thing coming up. Are you streaming now? Let me go to you. Are we following you? Naughty Sandbox isn't even following Sir Alikin. What the frig? Oh. We got some Mage Raids happening. Garnicum, sorry, we've never raided Sir Alikin, because we don't even follow Sir Alikin. We're going to give Sir Alikin a raid, but please do, can I just quickly put out a shout out for Hoddle Hill? There we go, we've got a shout out for Hoddle Hill, so you can obviously go follow Hoddle Hill, but let's go give Sir Alikin some love. Come on, guys, you gotta give that following love to Sir Alikin. Damn it, I can't. I did the shout out to Hoddle. And now I can't see. Oh, can I just dismiss? There we go. Right. Okay, guys, I will see you on Thursday and Friday. We're going to be doing the stream that we missed last Friday. So this Thursday, we've got a super special stream coming out for you. Got an interview with a creator. If you also would like to be interviewed, if you've got an experience out and stuff, and you would love to come on stream, reach out to me. Let me know. As always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the metaverse. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Go show Sir Alikin some love.